Man, you've also said that polygamy makes more sense
Right.
with black women economically.
For sure.
Why is
Not make. Save $5,000 per month by staying together. 5,000 times 12 is what? 60,000. We're going to save $60,000 per year just by being together, staying together, loving each other.
sound like sound economic?
Why do you have to be in a polygamous relationship? Can't you just have roommates and do that?
Now, the only thing that stops that black woman
I
or
was just
any
about
woman,
to ask you that question.
the only
What do
thing
you
that
think that
stops
stops
it, their ego. The ego is the only thing that prevents assured generational wealth.
Her ego. You notice how it's always a woman's fault? It's always the woman's fault. She's the problem because she don't want to accept the short end of the stick. She don't want to accept being in a lose-lose situation. Her ego is too big. It's always these type of men that only like to bring up the one-way beneficial scenarios where it's just one man but multiple women.
The men that do and would qualify for the lifestyle you're talking, they're not you. You're not him. You're a short, fat, poor punk. Full disclosure, I am not a proponent of polygamy, polyandry, polygyny. I'm not in favor of any of it, personally. To each his own. If you are consenting adults, I don't think it should be illegal. Let me put it like that. Even though I'm against it, even though like I wouldn't do it, and I really don't think it's healthy. I don't really think marriage is healthy. So I wouldn't, you know what I mean? Like in general, marriage isn't healthy, hasn't proven to be healthy, has proven to be very destructive, specifically for women and children. So, if I was going to go against polyandry, polygyny, polygamy, whatever, I feel like I would also just have to go against the institution of marriage as a whole. I don't really care to do that either. If you want to be married, be married. If you want to be polygamous, be polygamous. That's your choice. I'm just saying my personal feelings about it, though, just so everybody knows before I get into this video. I personally don't like it. But that's not I'm gonna be objective as I possibly can. But this is a prime example of what we would refer to as brokenegomy. This is brokenegomy 101, right? I'm gonna let this broke nigga explain it to y'all.
Man, you've also said that polygamy makes more sense
Right.
with black women economically.
For sure.
Why is
Why black women specifically, I don't know. But let's go.
that? Break it down.
It's quite simple. If my rent is $2,500 and her rent is $2,500 and her rent is $2,500 and we live together, we save $5,000 a month just by staying together. Save.
What? How? No. I know y'all are just really dumb. If there are three people, even if you're in a polygamous relationship, I'm pretty sure polygamous people, if they're probably because they're broke, but y'all not gonna be sleeping in the same fucking bedroom. You're gonna have your room, she's gonna have her room, they're gonna have so you need a 3-bedroom. So if your rent is $2,500 and you have a 1-bedroom, then your rent is probably gonna be closer to like $5,000. Let's say it might double for 2 more bedrooms. It might double or somewhere around it. Let's call it it's 2,500. Let's call it let's say 4,000. Still saving you money, just overall. But I just want to be clear, that's not how the math would work. You're not gonna save $5,000. Are you guys all gonna sleep in the same fucking bed? 3 grown adults? What if you guys have kids? It's just stupid. I'm sure you already got a baby or 2. Your kids aren't going to come over? You're going to sleep in a 1-bedroom with 3 grown people? Okay.
Not make. Save $5,000 per month by staying together. 5,000 times 12 is what? 60,000. We're going to save $60,000 per year just by being together, staying together, loving each other.
Sound like sound economic.
Okay, hold on. I got a better one. Even that. All right. She paid $2,000.
Why do you have to be in a polygamous relationship? Can't you just have roommates and do that? Why do you have to be married to do? I mean, like, why you have to? Why couldn't you just move? Just get a roommate.
Economics.
Okay, hold on. I got a better one. Even that. All right, she paid $2,000 in child care and babysitter. She paid $2,000, and I paid $2,000.
Okay, so in this same scenario, you do have kids. There's 3 babies in his scenario. These are his words, not mine. First one was, I pay $2,500 for rent. You pay $2,500 for rent. She pays $2,500 for rent. We come together. We say $5,000, $60,000 a year. We split that up. Cool. We're reinvesting. Fine. But wouldn't you need more than 1 bedroom? Because more than likely, I only have a 1 bedroom, or she only has a 1 bedroom, or whatever, right? So we're gonna need more bedrooms. Okay. I'm thinking you need at least 2 more bedrooms. Oh, but now you guys want to add kids to that. Right? Now we're adding kids to that. Okay. So no, this already doesn't sound like you're saving much money, but now you're talking about childcare. Childcare is expensive. Got you.
We save what? $6,000 per month in child care. What's that a grand total of? Goddamn, more than 60. So we're going to save over 6 figures a year just by staying together. That's by doing what we have been doing from the beginning of time, or from the beginning of our adulthood. Just by us staying together, laying, sleeping, loving each other, being a family, we would save $100,000. Would you think that would solidify a person having a fruitful future if every year we can buy a business or a piece of real estate with the money that we save? Not to mention the fact that she is an expert marketer, he is an expert promoter, and she is an expert tax preparer or whatever.
So now we just making up stuff. Do you hear this? Do you hear this? This is crazy. This is crazy niggatry. Nigometry that he doing right here. The niggatheticals is off the charts. Trying to explain this brokenegomy. It's wild in this motherfucker, y'all. Because when did everybody become experts at whatever? If you're an expert in any of this stuff, you don't need a roommate. You don't need to marry for money. You know what I mean? Like, just make your own money. You'll be fine.
And everybody's superpowers are complementing each other. Now we got 3 goddamn big time bosses in this one house, all going after the same common goal and purpose.
Why don't you do this with 2 other men? You might as well just, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it's about the money, just get with 2 men. Men make more money than women on average. Get you 2. You ain't even got a hunch on them. Get 2 male roommates, move in together, y'all pull y'all resources and start a business together. Why does it have to be, like kids involved in marriage and all of that shit? Like, I'm not understanding.
All going after the same common goal and purpose, all feeding and pouring into each other. Teamwork make the dream work. Success is a team sport. So imagine how successful your house could be if you had 2 team members that are on the same page. Now, the only thing that stops that black woman or any woman,
I was just about to ask you that question.
the only thing that stops them, their ego. The ego is the only thing that prevents assured generational wealth.
Generational wealth is a farce. It's not a real thing. But are we sure it's women's egos that are stopping them from doing this?
In 10 years, we have saved $1 million. I ain't even talking about making. The that we're going to make together it's huge.
Right.
I'm just talking about saving. You're getting paid to live, man. And the only thing that's stopping her from doing that is her ego. The fact that, oh, he her money, he me. Oh, and the true reason of polygamy ain't about sex anyway. It's about placement. It's about alignment. It's about economics. It's about a team effort. And so it just goes to show.
Have a jealous nature though.
That's programming, my brother.
That's programming.
Because back in the goddamn African days, them folks was polygamous in them damn hood.
Who told you that? This is the thing that I want y'all to understand. So when I say that black men invented the patriarchy and black men say, no, we didn't, but then this man will say that Africa, which is the most diverse continent on the face of the planet, apparently all the Africans were practicing polygamy, which is not true, but let's say there were some tribes that practice polygamy. Let's say that that's the case. Okay, cool. Then polygamy is the advent. The advent of polygamy comes from the patriarchy. Just so you know, just so we're clear, that is straight from the patriarchy. So that would prove that black men invented, like the patriarchy was not invented by the white man; it was invented by black men. And that matters. And that matters because black men are constantly trying to distance ourselves from the patriarchy because this patriarchy doesn't benefit us in the same way that the black patriarchy benefits us. So we don't benefit none from this one. No, every man benefits in the patriarchy no matter what your race is. But there is still a hierarchy because it's a patriarchy. The patriarchy has a hierarchy, and even the black patriarchy has a hierarchy. It's just not based on race.
So they've been programmed by the man to say that they supposed to get their own. Well, if you go by the numbers, you ain't even enough for every woman to have on. By average, it's 100 for every 100 women. There's 88 men. 36% of those men are gay. Another 22% of those men are in jail.
You're just making up numbers. You just said that a fifth of men are in jail and a third of men are gay. Now, some of the women gonna laugh and agree with that. A third of the men are gay. That's not. I'm just basing it on stats. That's not true. A third of men don't report to being gay, right? So you're just making up numbers.
So that leaves you about 22 for every 100. By the time you want that motherfucker to be 6 foot and make $100,000, that's 2 per 100.
Yeah, you're just making up stuff. And also, everything about this dude just screams a broke nigga. Like his chain, his shades, his fake designer sweater. Like this dude is terrible. He's the worst. I've only seen 2 of his videos, and both of them were despicable. This one might be worse than the other one. The other one, he was laughing at women getting there, or yeah, he was laughing when the food stamp stuff was allegedly getting cut off, and he was cracking up.
Her ego. You notice how it's always a woman's fault? It's always the woman's fault. She's the problem because she don't want to accept the short end of the stick. She don't want to accept being in a lose-lose situation. Her ego is too big. It's always these type of men that only like to bring up the one-way beneficial scenarios where it's just one man but multiple women. They never bring up the scenario where, you know what, if I'm not enough, I'm open to other men. They never bring up that part.
That part is scary. That's the ego. You want to talk about the ego? Women are way more likely to be able to be in a relationship with one man, like share a man with multiple women. Women are way more likely to be able to do that because women's egos are they're different. Their egos function differently than men's do. Just it seems like fundamentally. Meaning I don't think women have much of an ego. Women are way more humble. And I think women can truly, I think you can be in love with multiple people. I think there's a possibility for that. And I think that the only people that would be able to do that would be women. I don't think men can, because I think men struggle with loving one woman, let alone 2 or 3. And also the group of people that would be the least satisfied in a relationship would be a woman. The man always is getting his needs met in a relationship. Not always, but the vast majority of the time. The only itch that women can't scratch for men is variety. That's it. But that's a man thing. Like you don't need variety. And I don't mean this with any disrespect. Coochie is coochie. Coochie is coochie. Right? Coochie is coochie because it's not about the whole. It's about who it's attached to. It's about what, you know what I mean? Coochie is coochie. Dick is dick. Dick little, dick medium, dick big. If the nigga put it down right and he love her when he do it, she gonna love that nigga. She gonna love the dick. Vice versa. If you love the woman, the coochie good. You know what I'm saying? Coochie is coochie. I don't know. Y'all act like some new coochie is better because it's new. Like that's weird as fuck. That's not. It's not the feeling that you're going after. It's not the feeling. It's the manipulation. It's the chase. It's the predatory behavior that men, that underlying drive to be predators and prey on women. And that's not a natural thing, but we are conditioned to prey on women. And it doesn't go away for a lot of men. That incessant need to appeal to men and, you know, to be the big man on campus and to be the big dog and stomping with the big dogs, right? To appeal to men. Oh man, I had her. No, I had enough. Yeah, nigga. Oh, you saw me with her? Yeah, nigga. The attaboys. The validation seeking from other men. That's what that shit is.
Other men, they never bring up that part. What if those two women came to you and said, you know what? That 3 pumps in the grind in the bedroom, sir, that ain't enough. We both know another man that can please us. He got a dope personality. He work hard. He make us laugh. Can we bring him into this situation, in this scenario? But you want to talk about a woman ego too big. And you know doggone well your ego wouldn't allow another man into that scenario. Some of y'all men can't even please one woman in a relationship, even in a bedroom. What the second woman gonna get? Huh? She's standing there, what's she gonna get? A Walmart, a Chick-fil-A gift card? A freaking apology? My bad, baby. I'm sorry. Here's my credit card. I only got a $300 limit on there. And then on top of that, I'll let you come in the room and sleep with me tomorrow. So it's just like, man, y'all gotta stop this nonsense, bro. Y'all gotta stop this nonsense. And that's how you know it's a scam. Because why you gotta be in a polygamous relationship with multiple women to save money? You can do that with your brother and your sister, and y'all good. But
that's exactly what I said. I was like, why not just get a roommate? Why not move in? You can move in with 2 women and be roommates. Shit, there's all types of what you get. Why not do a multi-generational home with your mom or your cousin or your aunt? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many ways for you to save money without being with 2 women. Like, y'all are just sick.
nah, you don't want to do that though.
And the biggest lie that fat fuck told in the original video was, it ain't about sex. It is about sex. That's all it's always been about. I mean, and labor, sex and labor, right? Because even when he said, oh, we can save money on childcare, you ain't about to stay home and watch the kids. One of those women are. So you need their labor. Right? This shit is disgusting. Yeah, man. Y'all will do and say anything to try to get women to fall into this trap of, you know, accepting a relationship when she deserves better. You don't deserve better because it ain't even enough men to go around. So you might as well, you gotta settle for me. Oh, you want 6 foot tall? Like this motherfucking this
You don't even have
this short fat punk. This short fat punk talking about and y'all talking about 6 feet and it's not you though. The men that do and would qualify for the lifestyle you're talking, they're not you. You're not him. You're a short, fat, poor punk. Right? So why are you like that's the craziest thing. Like, y'all love speaking for the top 1% of men. Y'all love talking, you know, speaking up for the top 1% of men. It's astounding. It's remarkable. It's never you though.